What's up? Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so, and I'll say this before like I say anything else, right? I am sorry for the random ass videos I've been doing. Okay, like I've been I've been kind of just running my YouTube like with the shit I want to watch. You know what I mean? I think it's just more fun that way. But hey, I wanted to take a look at this. You know. Also, what do you guys think of like a Discord server? I know I'm like a fucking community of like maybe 20 people at best, but like maybe I should start one eventually, right? Anyway, I wanted to check out Curious Archives his like documentary style type videos. They look really fucking cool. I watched the here we can check here. Now that one. Oh, whoops. Well, hold on. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I've watched this one. The Biology of Subnautica is amazing, bro. I watched it like a few years ago. Hold on. Because I watched this like a few years ago. It was. Yeah, I knew it. I think I watched it when, like I was still at like my previous house. So it was like 2 years ago, I think, right? I don't know when it came out. I forgot when it came out, but so far, amazing. But I wanted to check out this, like, hey, I'm just so curious with this stuff, bro. The Biology of Monster Hunter Wilds. Full documentary. Yeah, we doing long form in this bitch. But, you know, I'm a yapper, so, hey. You just gotta put me in the background, whatever, when you're doing chores or some shit, right? But that's why I don't know. It's just more fun when I'm reacting to stuff I'm interested in. So I want to keep doing that, you know. And plus, you know, I'm on a community to talk to. It's nice. Anyway, let's get reacting to this. Let's see the quality on that is 720 60. Okay. Well, let's rock. All right, let me check my recorder. Okay.
There are no wonders, no terrors, no dizzying spectacles more awe-inspiring
Holy shit.
than an ecosystem of monsters.
Wait, I'm already curious up in this bitch. This one looks cool.
Spectacles more awe-inspiring.
Look at their horns. It's like a dagger shape. That's so fucking weird.
Than an ecosystem
So
of
gas already.
monsters. But are the creatures of the game Monster Hunter Wild simply monstrous, or are they even more exceptional than meets the eye? To find out, we'll explore a stunning array of vast environments and secret behaviors to uncover the biology of Monster Hunter Wild.
I gotta say though, I'm not yapping, right? I just want to say this. The guy, bro. Shoutouts to Curious Archives because his videos are cold. Not cold, I mean they are cool, but like I'm saying that in a way that's like it's super well made. It's like an actual documentary. Well, it is. What am I talking about? I'm talking like National Geographic type shit. Which is essentially what this is, but it's an in-game one. It's cool.
The Savanna is a proving ground. And this young bull Chatacabra is determined to make a name for himself, unleashing his huge bulbous...
Put that away, bro! His tongue is huge!
He scoops up a thick layer of sediment that he uses to fortify both fists. His boxing gloves are on.
Are we dead ass?
He needs is a worthy.
Do they actually fight with fists? I would be dead.
Humans clash frequently over control of these grasslands.
I bet.
This slobbering heavyweight is a Doshaguma, and they have never tasted.
Dude, look at their teeth. Oh my days.
Defeat. The bully of the plains, what they lack in sight and good manners, they make up for in smell and territorial for.
Look at this stuff as well. This is already nice defense biologically. The fur, that's like, I'm pretty sure that makes you relatively resistant to... Hello? Did my audio just die? I'm gonna kill someone. Okay, no, it didn't. That was my mouse. Whoops. Okay, anyway. Do you see this stuff? He's got fur. And I know that's not like a crazy thing. Oh, he's got fur. We have lions that have manes and have fur. I'm just speaking in like a biological advantage standpoint. I'm pretty sure that makes you somewhat resistant to like sharp attacks like clawing or sometimes biting. That's pretty cool.
Ferocity.
Love it, bro.
No experienced hunter would pick a fight
like a
with
fucking
such a brute. But our young Chatacabra
it's like
is
a bear with a lion.
As far as he's concerned, he just heard first bell.
Oh my days.
Releasing his spiked tongue, he launches into a threat display that he seems to think will intimidate the Doshaguma into submission, but he is gravely mistaken. A mighty, glancing blow sends the upstart tumbling out of the proverbial ring. This isn't exactly going to plan. If the Chatacabra keeps this up, chances are he'll be dinner.
You'll be cooked, bro.
Time to choose his destiny. He
box up.
hightails it out of there.
Are you serious? You know, it's life and death. You know, fine, I get it. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, bro. Nah, that's jokes.
Better to live as a coward than to die for his ego.
Yeah, no, fair.
Our young Chatacabra's journey is far from over, and everywhere he goes, the ecosystem will be affected. For now, his absence on the Windward Plains means the herds of armored Ceratonoth can rest a little easier. These herbivores have been on edge since last nesting season ended, and vulnerable
look at their
herd
defense.
members arrived on the prairie. This baby Ceratonoth is only a few months old, and is learning. It's a big world to be so
Dude,
little.
their armor is insane.
Few juveniles ever make it to adulthood, and ever since this little one's birth, the herd's been constantly on guard. They have good reason.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're
to be
herbivores.
A rogue Quematrice, one of the heaviest brigands of these plains. All around the juvenile, the Ceratonoth prepare for an attack.
Boy.
But this bachelor Quematrice isn't interested in food.
Really?
He's interested in love.
Bro.
His goal is to attract another Quematrice using his resplendent tail plumage.
He looks like a bunch of rags, bro.
Nervously fusses with it. It's a lot of pressure.
Oh, he's
and to
shy.
have a chance, he needs territory of his own, and that means cleaning up his new apartment.
Oh yeah, no fair.
Under normal circumstances, this
Are you gonna
Quematrice
fight
would never
that?
be so foolish as to tangle with the Doshaguma. But if he wants to make love, he must first make war. The fight carries serious risk. If his tail plumage were to be damaged, it would mean the end of his mating chances. And that is his whole reason for being here. The Quematrice knows where his priorities lie, and they certainly don't lie with perishing to this furball.
Box up then, bite him back.
Exit with
Are
his
we
best
serious?
feature still intact. But his flight is taking him deep into unknown territory, which means unknown risks are yet to come.
Two of you lot already.
At the same time,
Oh my god.
our Chatacabra has returned
War has broke
to the
on.
canyons. This uncanny wind
We're following these,
is the Chatacabra's home. And
Oh, really?
To truly surreal mineral structures.
Wow.
Vast, snaking branches of Fulgarite are formed from lightning strikes. But
That's
when there's ever
cool.
enough lightning to create them is presently a mystery. And speaking of mysteries, what's the Chatacabra doing?
Is he eating
Following
rocks?
his loss, he's used his tongue to collect all manner of minerals and has fashioned some truly impressive gauntlets. With these new
Oh, that's interesting. I've never really seen an animal do that. Like other than like monkeys with like rocks, right? Fair, that's like, it's a fucking rock. It's hard as shit. But like, I've never seen them actually fashion a weapon. That's cool.
Out fists, his confidence seems to have returned. But though he's retreated from the plains to dwell in his stony basement, there are still terrors here that will test his mettle.
Oh god, what the fuck is that? What a shit time to pause. Jesus Christ, looks like a mosquito. Anyway, I suppose, when we're talking about Monster Hunter here, I suppose they can somewhat live in a cave-ish area. You know, feeding off of minerals and such.
Predatory, Bulakchi. Though huge for an insect, this oversized mosquito could not slay a Chatacabra alone. But he's never alone.
Of course.
He's the bait for a roving band of insectoid highwaymen that lie in secret ambush in the crannies of these canyons.
Dude, I would not.
The young bull is almost into position, but the Bulakchi choose to timidly let him past. Perhaps it's because of his new gauntlets, or perhaps it's because he's over 4 times their size, but in any case, our Chatacabra...
I suppose it's like, it's not worth the energy for what you get.
Appears ready to brave some fresh territory, and he's found an extreme new proving ground.
Is it good though?
The northern desert is
are those spears?
And it's not just the heat you have to watch out for.
No.
Swimming through the dunes, a serpentine.
It's a fucking worm in there.
Seldom seen above the surface, the Balahara is a living drill. Their hideous maw of retractable teeth is the perfect tool for sifting through sandy particulates. And this particular Balahara...
What did he say? Sorry. This thing is disgusting, bro. Sifting through sandy particles, I see.
And this particular Balahara has become an expert at building sand traps.
Oh god.
Underneath the desert are unstable caverns prone to perilous cave-ins, yet this devious hunter has turned these perils to their advantage. A trap is laid.
Ooh, it's like an antlion.
Steps upon the loose sand, they'll fall a lethal distance into the caves below. But the Balahara has its sights on something a little bigger. A lone, desert-dwelling Quematrice springs the trap. And at the center of the whirlpool, the Balahara is waiting to drag it under. There is nothing more sinuously lethal in this desert.
Oh, damn. Bro's recklessness... Oh my god, I can't speak. Bro's recklessness got another bro free dinner, bro. I used bro 3 times. Oh my god. We need to expand our vocab, bro. Holy shit.
Yet the desert alone can be lethal, especially if you're an amphibian. A few days into his trek, the Chatacabra's permeable skin has lost a dangerous amount of
you need water, bro.
If he doesn't find water soon, he'll be carrion for local scavengers. A winged Baunos circles overhead. She has survived this dry expanse all her life, reaching an advanced age most Baunos never attain.
Cool.
Yet now there are 2 younger scavengers in her territory, and she must fight to keep up. But she's spotted our panting Chatacabra before the whippersnappers, and if he falls to the heat, he'll make a fine meal indeed.
Oh yeah.
The anticipation
a full course.
Is palpable. There are oases in this desert, but it doesn't seem like the Chatacabra will reach one any minute now. Yet with the last of his strength, the Chatacabra clears the final dune and takes his first desperate sip of cool water in days. Oh, yeah. That's
I bet. Jesus Christ. How do oasis... How do you... What's the plural of it? It can't be oases. Oases? I don't know, twin. The fuck? Whatever. How do they even form in a desert? That's cute. Actually, you know what? Let's Google this. Hold on. Run me my thing. Hold on. How do oasis form? I'm actually curious, bro. Oases form in deserts where underground water from ancient aquifers or recent rain reaches the surface, creating fertile spots for life. Ooh. This happens naturally when wind-blown dunes expose the water table or when depressions collect rainfall, allowing water to seep up. Oh, wow. So it's like I can't believe they're actually naturally occurring things. That's crazy.
The Baunos is understandably disappointed.
No, fair.
There will be other opportunities.
Oh yeah.
A pair of bite-sized
What the fuck are these little
sneak
goobers?
across the hot sand. The perfect tiny snack for a hunter.
What the fuck? Dude, they look like tempura. Look at their little tails.
Were it not for two big problems. The first being that Tracktails
are literally
always on the lookout. Using their tails as
what
leverage,
the
they
fuck?
can become living watchtowers at a moment's notice. And ingeniously, their tail shape leaves deep.
I'm dead. It looks like a footprint you can track. Nah, that's jokes.
Koi footprints
That's
of
smart.
the sand pointed in the opposite direction.
Oh my
The
god.
second problem is they seldom succumb to exposure because those tails double as do-it-yourself beach
Oh my
umbrellas.
god.
With specialized sun-protective scales on their underside, the Tracktails always have a portable source of shade to share with a friend.
Dude.
Indeed, these lizards are almost always spotted in
Well,
pairs.
good luck eating
but
them.
whether these are mates, family, or just good chums
I don't know.
remains a mystery.
Probably some homies.
Sometimes you can just do more.
Now
to
who
get
is bro?
A lone Taloth slinks among the dunes. But a lone Taloth only means you haven't spotted its packmates. Though small, a predatory pack of Taloth.
They're putting me off because they have like this kind of beak, right? But you can see like the beak is not
You haven't
aligned.
spotted its packmates.
Right there, look at the gap in the teeth. Ugh.
Though small, a predatory pack of Taloth is
They're
not
like
to be
desert
underestimated.
hyenas.
Some highly efficient
Oh my
squads
god,
have
you're gonna
even
eat
been
that?
known to prey upon Valahara, striking when the serpents surface and expose their soft
No
underbellies.
way.
A well-coordinated
Bruh.
group of Taloth can take down virtually anything. But
That guy
this
too?
is not a well-coordinated group.
Oh, you.
They've been trying to catch the Ceratonoth that come here seasonally.
Are you
but
serious?
so far,
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Low key. The music, amazing music choices as well for the mood change.
they've been trying to catch.
Look up, bro. They're just sitting there all defeated and shit. I feel kind of bad, Loki. Oh my god.
The Ceratonoth that come here
That's
seasonally, but
jokes.
so far, hunt after hunt has ended in sloppy failure. The
You guys are
Baunos
gonna
has
die
been
at that
following
point.
overhead, hoping to snag their leftovers. But as of yet, there's none to go around.
They
The
can't
old
even eat
scavenger
nothing.
seems a little amused. Perhaps it's time these Taloth try their luck elsewhere.
Right.
Our young Chatacabra, likewise, is at last feeling refreshed and well moisturized. But the desert just wasn't his scene. Time to return to richer pastures.
Mm-hmm.
The grasslands are certainly more abundant than the sparse desert. The problem is nobody likes to share. Deep into unknown territory, our bachelor Quematrice has at last met another Quematrice and thinks this could be his big moment. But this is no potential mate, but a deadly rival. A hardened veteran that will defend this premium mating spot with savage aggression. Yet our bachelor has had enough of being pushed around. In a survival situation, a Quematrice can use its tail to spread a flaming substance so potent.
What the fuck, bro's a firebender too? What the fuck? Nah, this is gonna continue to surprise me, isn't it?
It could set the entire grassland alight.
That's crazy.
However, such a tactic might singe one's tail plumage, and neither duelist wants to take that risk. So the winner will come down to raw willpower.
It's gonna be brute strength.
Our Quematrice has fallen, and the veteran goes to strike him while he's down. But he has something this old-timer doesn't. Something to prove. Another Quematrice hits the dirt, and this time, the bachelor is the one still standing.
Come on!
The veteran beats a heated retreat.
Oh my
Against all
god.
odds, our Quematrice has won
out.
not only the battle, but a premium mating spot. He takes a moment to appreciate his new pad. Oh yes, this.
Oh yeah, bro just unlocked this. Bro just unlocked an amazing cosmetic, bro. Amazing background.
Will do nicely.
Bro, get them bodies,
the
bro.
Stillness of night descends upon the plain, and under the waxing moon.
This Loki looks pretty, bro. Oh my days, I'd love to play this, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but it is kind of MMORPG-ish, so I don't know about that, you know? But hey, it's probably a good game.
Leviathan. This Rathian is a mighty wyvern not native to these lands, but as the night begins to wane, it seems she's determined to establish herself here. In the morning rays, the source of her urgency becomes apparent. She's nesting. Rathian's mate for life, but her counterpart is nowhere to be found.
No way.
And if she's going to protect her eggs, she needs to get to work. The confrontational Doshaguma is an immediate threat to the nest. Yet for the first time in its dictatorial reign, the Doshaguma ends up on the receiving end of a pummeling. It should have simply kept its distance. The would-be bully slumps away in surrender. In just a few short hours, the Rathian's presence has drastically shaken up the hierarchy of the plains, but it's quite possible this touring monarch will prove a more peaceable ruler than the old Doshaguma tyrant.
Maybe, I don't know.
A new day brings a new sense of calm. The Chatacabra.
But this is insane. The video's just so well made.
Chatacabra has returned, and for once isn't starting fights.
Great.
The largest Ceratonoth herd has also returned from their desert sabbatical and seems to bask in the novel tranquility.
You need to eat, bro.
But the Ceratonoth have been followed. The Taloth pack, too, has come here in search of smaller herds and easier targets. It was a long commute, and they're feeling peckish. The leader gives the signal.
Am I the only one that think these guys could probably be domesticated? I'm right, aren't I? They're not much larger, it seems like, than like normal humans.
It's go time. But the rest of the pack is not falling into proper formation. One does manage a bite on the tail.
Nice.
But that's the most heavily armored part of the Ceratonoth.
God damn it, guys.
The Taloth can only watch as their quarry once again
literally just bit into straight keratin or chitin. I don't know what their armor is made of, but God, guys, come on.
Away. The leader's disappointment is almost palpable.
On God.
Great going, morons. Yet situated directly.
Dude, they're gonna die. They've not been able to coordinate properly for like 2 days now.
Middle of these epic dramas,
what the fuck,
a
man?
moving story unfolds unbeknownst to all passing giants.
A tree.
Hidden in the branches of this
my God!
is a devoted family of Amstrigian. Couples of this species boast some of the most successful relationships in the natural world.
I don't have
they take
beaks.
equal turns seeking food and feeding their hungry babies. How modern. 4 needy mouths means the parents rarely get a break, but few creatures are more dutiful to their offspring or to each other. Safe in the elevated branches, the Amstrigian family will continue their quiet lives, quite content to remain overlooked.
That's good, at least.
Elsewhere, the Rathian finishes another morning patrol alone. Yet another dawn with no sign of her mate, and what's more, she's had to contend with no end of bothersome challengers. The old veteran Quematrice, having fled his prior territory, has decided to come and play homewrecker.
Somebody kill bro. He just bouncing from place to place.
Recovering from her fight with the Doshaguma, the battle drags on as the Rathian is exhausted. But not so exhausted she can't show a little firepower. A decisive
blasted him.
Means the nest is safe for another day.
I forgot some of these fuckers could literally breathe fire. Of course, I literally saw the intro. What am I doing?
But something in the winds is changing. Wind rustlers, tiny insectivores scarcely ever observed, are on the move. They've sensed something, a shift in weather patterns that will shake the entire ecosystem.
Really?
A monstrous storm.
Oh God.
The intensity of lightning is near apocalyptic. At least we know where the Fulgarite comes from.
Well, yeah, you told us about the lightning things.
The Ceratonoth herd seems done for, but they have
my God! How are they getting struck? Aren't they made of keratin, chitin, or whatever? I must be bugging, but how did you lot get wiped? Look at them, they're all dead.
Herd seems done for, but they have a secret
Holy
defense.
shit. Really?
Leading herd members have elongated dorsal
No
spikes,
fucking way. Don't tell me it's
specifically designed to
Oh my god. It's definitely for that.
act as insulating lightning rods.
Yeah.
They endure
That's
the hit
crazy.
so that the rest of the pack can rest easy. But just as thunder
What
follows lightning,
Virgin!
this storm has summoned the region's
Dude.
apex predator.
Oh.
The incomparably deadly Ray Dow. This crackling behemoth is a living
Holy fuck.
battery, channeling the storm's lightning with lethal precision. Its specialized
Oh my
horns are
god.
the focal point of its absorbed energy.
Dude, it's like a fucking... Did I just change by accident? Hold on. Oh no. Dude, it's like a fucking railgun.
Amplifying its thunderous potential like a biological railgun.
Oh my
Any
god.
creature foolish enough to cross this living tempest meets with a swift and sizzling end. During this period of inclemency, known as the Sand Tide, the Raydao becomes the ecosystem's singular, sadistic ruler.
I
Yet
bet.
even the most destructive
Jesus.
storm must eventually pass.
Of course, yeah,
With
yeah,
such
yeah.
extreme weather patterns, it might seem the ecosystem
You
has
have
no
water at
hope
least.
of enduring. Yet as always, life proves indomitable. A particularly grand season of plenty arrives, and all manner of
Nice.
species celebrate. The Kratnoth herd is
What
now
is with the
graced with
birds?
a new blessing.
What is that?
Knotpecker birds have come to offer their
Oh.
5-star cleaning service. Soon,
Oh.
the entire herd is embracing the trend. Even the baby has made a new friend.
Amazing.
After all, what's the point of a season of plenty if you don't get to do a little socializing?
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yet, bizarrely, one creature who isn't socializing is our young
Ooh.
Chatacabra, who passes
What happened to
through
his
the
gauntlets, bro? His gauntlets is
plains
gone.
without picking a fight. He then contentedly returns home. What gives?
Right.
It seems he has finally learned there are more enjoyable things in life than throwing your weight around. A king of staying in his own lane. Our
He's
young
sleeping, that's funny.
Chatacabra has finally learned to grow up. We've seen many grand things on our journey through the plains, yet our final look must be at this small
Oh my
wasp,
god!
carefully shifting its forelimbs.
Nah, they're fucking adorable. Look at that.
This vigor wasp gathers up a glob of nectar that, using
Are we
surface tension,
serious?
it will transport far and
What the fuck?
wide, and as consequence, spread renewing pollen to all corners of this land, and to lands
Bro.
beyond. For far to the northeast,
that's insane.
the unique and mysterious life of the Scarlet Forest.
Ooh, I wanna check these
Filming
out.
an ecosystem of monsters alone is
Alright, buddy,
challenging
that's
work.
fun.
So first, I need to rest. And
Are we gonna get
fortunately,
another
there's a
narrator?
village at the plain's edge
Oh.
where I can recuperate. And it
Okay,
has its
okay.
own remarkable secrets.
Chicken!
A baby secret. These
That is not a secret or whatever that is. It's a Vegeta chicken, bruv. What is this?
melon-sized infants wander freely through this
They're
town.
melon-sized?
As juveniles, they have no particular function
fuck?
besides being adorable. Yet adult sacred are essential transportation for the people
Oh,
of
they're
this
like
village.
mounts.
Fast,
Alright.
clever, and loyal, they're the ideal way to get around.
Okay.
And though not technically in our budget, I decide to acquire one. This should make
Uh-oh.
filming the next region much more palatable.
Yeah, but now you got... Okay,
The
whatever.
primary ingredient of life is water.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
Scarlet Forest has water, and therefore
Holy.
life,
Well, yes.
in unparalleled abundance.
Yeah, that is a
Gracefully
lot.
navigating these
A lot of
waterways
water. What
is
the
an
fuck?
elegant Mizutsune. He's come from far upstream.
Is a what?
Is an elegant
Oh.
Mizutsune. He's
Mizutsune.
come from far
Oh.
upstream and seeks to make this rainforest his new hunting ground. But this pampered predator is used to a certain amount of cleanliness. He won't allow his scales to lose their luster. Secreting from his tail a foaming chemical that
What
acts
the
as a
fuck?
natural lather, he turns the swamp into a personal bath. Asserting himself here will prove more
Jokes.
difficult than he expects, and he'll need to shine his brightest. In a forest this crowded, however, most seek not to stand out,
Funny music
but to
coming
blend
in.
hidden among the flowers.
Is that a creature?
An imposter.
Oh my
A
god.
juvenile Mimiphyta practices her camouflage, balancing carefully on her tail
No,
to
that's
mimic
amazing.
the surrounding foliage. It's a strategy she and the other members of her family employ not simply to hide from predators,
Oh wow.
but to catch prey. Butterflies are an
wow.
ideal snack for someone the Mimiphyta's size, and there's plenty to go around. Though still a
Smart.
novice, this Mimiphyta is quickly learning the trick to a successful snag has less to do with speed and more to do with follow-through. Together now, wind up, stay absolutely still, and then... perfect. There's enough
Nice.
for everyone.
That's amazing. Dude, the biology of this is cold. I loving this, boy. Holy
An
shit.
ecosystem this vibrant, competition is naturally more spirited. And few are as
Sure.
boisterously competitive
What the fuck
as
is that?
the Congalala.
Ugh.
This well-fed male is
Dude, it's like a combination between like a monkey and like a hippopotamus.
on a mission. Congalala are typically seeking food, a fight, or a romantic encounter.
Yeah.
But all he wants is some peace and quiet. Yet with a
Alright.
rowdy fraternity of younger Conga on his tail, he's unlikely to get it. Though Congas lack a true social hierarchy, these apes have been known to shadow adult Congalalas, and no matter how far this adult seems to travel, he just can't shake his new fan club. Like their idol,
Ha.
Congas have unusual pink fur that, as for flamingos,
True,
may be
yeah.
the result of carotenoids in their diet. But while young Congas have nothing but adolescent fuzz atop their heads, Congalalas have impressive and carefully maintained pompadours, a rather unsubtle symbol
What the
of
fuck?
their virility. So the Congas have a lot to live up to, which sometimes means picking inadvisable fights. While large, our Mizutsune seems to strike the fraternity as an overly cleanly pushover. But those bubbles aren't just for looks, they're a surprisingly effective chemical deterrent. Though they have the home field
Oh.
advantage, these primates are simply not equipped for this fight. Lesson learned. Better to think twice before messing with bubbles.
It's literally
The
using
adult
bubbles. I'm dead.
Congalala appears thoroughly unimpressed by the youngster's crash out. He'll have to find a way to show juniors
Jokes.
how it's done.
Alright, Unc.
A particularly noisy morning marks one of the last
Oh
days
my god, they're
of
adorable.
mating
Holy
season. For the vibrant Dazzlewings, love is in
Dazzlewings.
the air, and they know just how to get
Oh
some.
my.
A groovy mating dance, just the thing to woo a partner. In these final days, most Dazzlewings have found love, but one unlucky
Oh, you
soul
poor thing.
is still woefully alone. It's hard not to be discouraged, but the only thing for it is to try again.
Yeah?
Another lonely bird has arrived, and for the first time in
Amazing.
3 mating seasons, she actually seems interested.
Oh yeah.
They're both very excited for a little tenderness. A happier
I
couple
like.
one rarely sees in the natural world. A fortunate thing, these two lovebirds found each other. A successful mating season brings with
Nah,
it
that
the
was
renewal
adorable.
of life and unique challenges.
Oh my god.
This herd of bipedal Dalthodon has a new member, their only surviving baby. Constant run-ins with predators have cut this
Dude,
herd
look at
in
their
half,
skulls.
and now all their hope rests on the survival of this single juvenile. Their rectangular pupils give the Dalthodon a wide field of vision to spot dangers, and they become experts at assuming tight formation. But
Huh.
with so few adults remaining, covering all sides has become impossible. This baby's chances are slim indeed. Grim experience has taught the herd to avoid rivers and stick to puddles for drinking water, but eventually, their thirst becomes too great. They have to chance it. And these
Oh,
waterways are
God.
home to an assassin. A
Oh my
Gajios
God.
has spotted the herd. She knows these currents well, and knows
Oh my god. Look at their snout. It's like at the end of a greatsword. What the fuck? That scale pattern is cold, boy. That's amazing.
knows how to stay silent. all she needs is an opening. Gajios typically target the young.
Holy.
But with a herd this small, she can think a little bigger. It's over in an instant.
Oh shit.
This will keep her fed
He got
for
him.
some time.
Oh my
for the
god.
herd, the baby's survival is the only solace. To the victor, the spoils.
Bro,
Or so
hey.
it typically goes. But the irritable Congalala has arrived and
Oh,
feels
God.
this quarry belongs to him. It's hardly fair, but fighting is just not worth the trouble. You win some, you lose some.
Bro
Even
got
in a
kicked out, I'm
forest
dead.
this abundant, there is scarcity. Leaf lugger ants must work tirelessly to gather enough foliage to
Oh
support
wow,
the
look at
nest.
those guys go.
Giant fly traps must remain perfectly fragrant to ensnare ample prey.
Oh my god,
But
no,
why
the
work hard
birds!
when you could instead be extremely annoying? A delinquent flock of Yian Kut-Ku have rolled into the forest, and these out-of-towners waste no time raising a ruckus. The Kut-Ku
Look at
are
their
among
jaws.
the smaller wyvern species, but can still puke up fire.
They're
which
puking fire, that's crazy.
means a full Kut-Ku squadron is more than up to their
Oh, yeah.
pastime of harassing anything that moves. This includes the forest's other interloper, or Mizutsune. But the Mizutsune
we gotta
invaded
fight.
this ecosystem first and isn't keen on sharing the spotlight with these ill-mannered knockoffs. The message is clear. This forest is his performing stage, not theirs. The
Everybody
Yian
getting
Kut-Ku
kicked out,
retreat
bro.
to a nest they've established in the high reaches of the north. A place home not just to themselves, but to an unfolding mystery. There are ruins here, seemingly human-made, that are far more
Oh,
advanced
yeah, they
than
do
any
look-
other kingdom in this world.
Yeah, they do look.
These remnants seem to be the
Human-made.
edifice from which the entire ecosystem grows. But what's their purpose? And who could have possibly built them? It's a question we'll have to stay vigilant to get to
Curious.
the bottom of. The Kut-Ku are of course oblivious to the secret,
Of course.
only crashing here because it's ideal nesting terrain. But they're not the only thing who's
What the
nested.
fuck is this? Is this a
Today,
spider?
the waters of the forest literally run red,
Why? This is horrifying.
and crimson filaments entomb the branches.
No.
It's a startling thing to see one's home transformed so quickly.
Yeah, no, that
The
is
violent
creepy,
new
bro.
river
No.
coloration is in fact the product of hemorrhaging tree sap, as the forest withers during this
Ew.
season of fallow.
Oh,
But the true
it's
source of the
tree
filaments
sap.
is the nesting behavior of something considerably more dangerous.
It's a spider,
At the
yo.
heart of the web is a monstrous
Eee,
weaver,
I don't
a
like it.
particularly well
I don't
organized
like it, bro.
Lala Barina. She's a hunter, but doesn't catch prey like
Sure.
your average predator. Instead,
She's a hunter. You don't think I could tell? Look how she looks, bro.
she prefers to stun and stash prey in her pantry for later. It's an ingenious system.
Oh
But
yeah,
this
no, that
method
works.
relies on stealth, and sometimes that just isn't an option. All the way from the plains, a brute Doshaguma has invaded her territory.
Oh, God.
And they plan on feasting.
I don't understand. Why would a dog, a what? Why would a brute Doshaguma invade or whatever, kill this thing? You know, I don't think you're getting anything out of this. Maybe territory, but
Yet
not
the
much
Lala
for food.
Barina is no pushover.
Ew.
And if her stinger doesn't take out the threat, the Lala Barina is an expert at the pirouette. At a moment's notice, she can leap into a spectacular yet deadly dance. And even that isn't truly her
What
greatest
the
weapon.
fuck?
Her abdomen unfurling to reveal a rose-like arrangement of bristles, she quickly launches a bombardment of floret-like bristles into the air that
Oh,
through
that's
a neurotoxic
cool.
agent cause instant paralysis.
That's insane. Oh my god. I guess you gotta make such adaptations to live, but
The Barina
Jesus.
is a jack of all deadly trades.
Oh, yeah.
One only the most foolish would seek to cross. But just downstream, a crew of Piragills are preparing to do exactly that. These
Piragills.
sidewinding, serpentine rustlers have a reputation for jumping prey far bigger than they are.
Oh,
and
they're like
they just
underdogs.
caught the Lala Barina's scent. And it
Oh, you're in
smells
trouble.
like lunchtime. The target approaches, seemingly oblivious. Now is the time to strike. But the problem with instant paralysis is that it's pretty darn instantaneous.
Oh!
The Piragills have the numbers advantage, but ultimately, all that amounts to is more bodies in the water.
You guys got
The
cooked.
river now runs red.
That's sad.
With more than just sap.
Yeah, no.
Nightfall.
Now, like, unfortunately, instant paralysis is pretty damn instant. And then they're just lying there paralyzed. I'm dead, boy.
And
That's
feels
jokes.
darker than usual. Yet in the deepest cave,
Ooh, pretty.
smoke shroud geckos,
Ooh.
whose bioluminescence can pierce
that.
even the deepest gloom. Likewise, a morning sun soon rises to again
That's
illuminate
amazing.
clear blue.
Great.
And that is far from the greatest change. A kingly Rathalos has arrived, and is in all likelihood the long-lost mate of the Rathian of the plains.
But
what
I
on
got
earth is
lost.
he doing
Crazy.
here, so far from the
Right.
nest, in his other half? Trying as it may be, such royal couples are known to maintain territories
Really?
so large they encompass multiple ecosystems.
Oh, wow.
So for now, they're long distance, and he has a task of maintaining his own nest here,
Go on, bruv.
which may indeed be where they eventually house their eggs. And
Oh.
that means baby-proofing the environment.
Fair,
The Conga
fair.
fraternity are always up for some fisticuffs, despite their obvious difference in might.
You
It
guys are
goes
literally gonna
about
get
as well as you'd
cooked.
expect.
I fucking knew it.
Even the adult Congalala gets dragged into this one, much to his displeasure. Size is one thing, but when your opponent can breathe fire, it feels
Bro.
a bit like cheating.
You guys, oh my god, his cheeks are out. Bro, you guys literally are like covered head to toe in fur. I think you might want to stay off the fight in where your enemy can breathe blazing fire.
It remains to be seen what kind of ruler this Rathalos will be, yet for right now, no one else
fair
gets a
enough.
say in the matter. Not everyone wants to rule the world, however.
Of course,
Some
of
are
course.
content to share
Oh,
a
they're cute.
single river.
Please tell me these are crabs. I love crabs, bro.
Though small, Florishell
Oh my
crabs are
God.
exceptional gardeners.
What are they called? The
Though
Florishell.
small, Florishell crabs are
Cute.
exceptional
I love it.
gardeners, maintaining the miniature forests upon their shells through just the right amount of sunlight.
Dude, they are so. Oh my god, I need one. Can I own one? Like, can I? Like, let me domesticate for real.
And just the right amount of water. But one late bloomer is tragically gardenless. Through no fault of his own, the plants just haven't taken. A dangerous thing, for these gardens are essential camouflage.
Oh, fair.
A Gajios
fair.
is nearby. Our crab spots it
no.
first and quickly buries himself. A good defense.
Alright, yeah,
If
that's good.
You have a floral bonnet.
Oh,
The other crabs
no.
take the hint, but their gardens mean they're much better hidden than he is.
Yeah,
the
but
barebacked
you're.
crustacean buries himself a little deeper.
Yes.
which will
Smart.
hopefully make the difference. Yet the Gajios doesn't seem all that hungry for crab legs. Our late
Okay,
bloomer
nice.
crab has beaten the odds, which means one day he might get his garden after all. Patience can be a virtue here in the
Cute. I'm
forest.
glad they survived.
Fed up with fighting, the adult Congalala
You need
has
a
sniffed
retire
out
twin.
a truly golden treasure. A
Really?
massive beehive.
Oh my
dripping
god.
With honey. He can eat
That was honey? Bro, it's huge. Look at this colony.
a massive beehive dripping with honey. He can eat his fill with only a few stings to show for it, as can the lucky
Yeah,
Conga,
you guys have
who
fur.
for once are too full to be a headache. The troop gorges themselves so heavily, it
Oh,
looks
Jesus
less like
Christ.
a food coma and more like a massacre. But the
You guys almost.
Congalala
You guys
has
look like
earned
died.
this.
You guys
Peace
look like you
and
died.
Quiet at last. Yet not everyone has achieved the same work-life balance. It was only a matter of time before
What's
the type
going on
A
with
Rathalos and
Soap Boy?
Mizutsune butted heads over who gets to control the
Oh,
ecosystem.
I see.
In a normal fight, the Rathalos' wings would keep it in the air, but these trees mean he can't keep his distance. Fine. Time to move in close. The Mizutsune
bang him
may
up,
be
bang him
a
up.
lord of water, but he isn't fire.
Nice!
In the end, it was an impressive fight for both titans, but the Mizutsune's territorial claims aren't worth permanent disfigurement. He continues downriver, his shiny scales still mostly unblemished.
Fair.
For now, the Rathalos is king.
Nice.
All rains come to an end.
Oh
and
god.
Storm clouds are gathering.
Another
In just a few
another
short
one of
days,
those.
The forest is overflowing.
What the fuck?
Flash floods like this one.
Okay, I guess yeah, that is bound to happen, and something that has a lot of water.
Transform the ecosystem.
Oh god.
New types of fish now swim freely among the roots.
I don't like how they
Everywhere,
look.
animals are running for cover. This cataclysmic
Oh, God.
deluge, known as the downpour, strikes with force equivalent to the sand tide of the
Yeah,
plains.
type shit.
Those that cannot find shelter are going to have an unpleasant time toughing it out.
Oh yeah.
But the downpour does not only bring hundreds of tons of water, it also brings hundreds of tons of predator.
Oh my
This
god, what is that?
wandering supergiant
It's a
is the
fucking
Uth
salamander.
Duna, the true apex hunter of the jungle. The Uth Duna prefers
Dude,
to
that's
traverse its
huge.
kingdom when water levels are high.
It's like a big
Both to
snake.
help support its weight, and because by combining water with the natural secretions that gather on its flag-like fins, the Uth Duna shrouds itself in a kind of protective veil. For this Leviathan is no stranger to conflict.
It's got like a raincoat on.
As kingpin by literally throwing its weight around. Despite its bulk, the Uth Duna can move with remarkable speed, and once it gets in close,
Oh,
all it
God.
truly has to do is sit on the opposition.
Oh.
When you truly push to it, the Uth Duna will leap into the air
What the
and then,
fuck?
well, fall back down. When you're as hefty as the Uth Duna, you can let gravity do most of the work for you.
Yeah.
When this living barge steers
Oh
through
my
the
god,
flooded
dude, it's
forest,
fucking huge.
the food web is more or less flattened beneath it. But the Uth Duna, like the rains, will not cast their shadow forever.
Yeah, fair.
Eventually, the downpour calms, and the freshly watered forest blooms
Ugh.
with renewed grandeur.
Jesus.
This cycle of heavy rainfall and rebirth is
Yeah,
a
no,
key
I can see it
component
being
for
a
all
nice
who make
loop.
their lives here, no matter their size.
Dude, they really thought
With
this
these
out. This is
flood cycles are
amazing.
so consistent, it's impossible they're simply a natural event. Like the advanced human-made structures, there are deeper mysteries to this world.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Mysteries that shall be unveiled in the Oilwell Basin.
Oh
a
my
volcanic,
god.
subterranean ecosystem to the west.
I wanna see
houses
that.
more extreme life forms than any seen so far.
We gotta see these.
But first, the forest holds one final secret. While looking
Oh,
for a place
come
to
on.
rest,
Is that
your
a
faithful
nest?
cameraman / narrator discovered a new form of civilization thriving atop the bones of the old.
Ooh.
A society of what-woods.
What the
These
fuck is
fully
that?
sentient creatures appear to have convergently evolved alongside similar
Oh,
lines to humans,
Nice.
becoming bipedal tool users with a unique language and rich culture. They are
Okay.
highly efficient at surviving
That's
in this
honey.
ecosystem, living in
I
ruins
see.
safely elevated above the treetops,
That's very smart.
and getting all their food from hunter-gathering in the wilds below. They've agreed to let me stay a night in their communal sleep space, although one could likely
Fair.
spend a lifetime studying the intricacies of this parallel
I mean,
civilization.
hey, we're not
For
one of
now,
them. So.
However, I am simply grateful for a roof to rest under
Fair enough, yeah.
before our perilous journey continues.
Ooh, I want to get into this. This looks
Volcanic forces are the
badass.
sizzling lifeblood of the world. In the varied caverns of the Oilwell Basin, where water and sunlight are scarce, an entire ecosystem thrives on such geothermal energy. However, adapting to life underground is not without its consequences.
Ooh.
This Rompopolo
Oh.
is a very, unique-looking life form
Nah, you are chopped. Oh my god.
that one can tell does not live much of its life in daylight. Most at home in the basin's subterranean
Holy
oil
shit.
lakes, the Rompopolo is actually a kind of wyvern.
No,
Though
he
eons
isn't.
spent in darkness have intensely transformed it.
Dude.
And this particular surly teen has had a very challenging go of it. When fire-breathing wyverns invade from the surface,
Oh
they tend
my
to push 'em
god.
around. But while unable to return fire, as it were, the the Rompopolo is not entirely defenseless. Stabbing his tail into the ground, he pumps gas into the earth from swollen bladders along his body, which explodes forth with camera-destroying power.
Bro's just farting.
If this fails, the Rompopolo sprays noxious fumes from the end of its tongue, weakening opponents. Nevertheless, this Rompopolo always seems to be the one pushed around, never the one doing the pushing.
That's sad.
After sustaining heavy damage, his punctured gas sacks make him look a little deflated.
Looks like a fucking
Perhaps
chicken.
His courage lies elsewhere in the tunnels.
Oh, poor guy.
Some of the upper reaches
Fucking
of the
hell.
Oilwell Cavern.
It is fascinating though, because when you think about stuff, this is probably my first yap in the video, but like when you think about, you know, having such wild climates and you have these extremes, and obviously we have those in the real world as well, but you have like these raging downpours, you know, the floods, and all this stuff that's going on. You know, it's really cool to see like the Monster Hunter team's adaptation of the creatures that live in this universe, right? And that's cool, bro. That's sick. That's so interesting.
Seem to be the calcified remains of ancient machinery. This has significant implications for both the lost civilization mystery and for the species that call this region home. Quite comfortably situated atop these encrusted ruins is a flock of Harpios. These brightly colored scavengers are
Don't tell me they use that horn too.
Easily identifiable thanks to the large horn protruding from their heads. A horn that can be easily flipped
Oh my god! No way, they're literally using swordfish mechanics.
To spear prey, or when no longer needed,
you can just fold them back up. That's cold! Nah, I like that. I like that. Combined with their flight, they're literally living spears. They're literally living spears, bro. Holy shit. That's sick.
These biological butcher knives are put to good use.
I bet.
Because for a Harpios, this unique region is an all-you-can-eat buffet. Pipes once pumped oil from this very basin, and while the plumbing has decayed, the oil still bubbles. And these Harpios have learned all that extra heat attracts the most delicious scroungers. A Nitrotoad is an amphibian drawn to hot, chemically rich environments. Vigor mantle bugs also prefer to make their home here, as these insects feed upon photosynthetic plant matter carried upon their backs. And this is one of the only regions in the basin that receives near constant sunlight. They're
like growing plants inside of them.
These Harpios have a veritable feast to pick from.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And what's more, many species like this crude shell crab are at risk of getting cooked if they venture too close to the boiling geysers. After all,
that's cute.
What's a
buffet? Why are they flipped upside down?
Without something deep fried.
Okay, bro.
Here in the cave's sunniest region, only the strongest get to bask
Holy
in the
shit.
rays. And for this bodybuilding Ajarkhan, strength is all that matters. Every day he must rise and grind to patrol his truly impressive territory. For this Ajarkhan isn't just trying to conquer the living world, but the vast caverns below as well. This ecosystem is his exercise routine, and like the most annoying guy at your local gym, the Ajarkhan has, to put it mildly, a bit of a rage problem. Often posturing for a fight, even when there's no one around to see him.
Are you serious? He's just a walking crash out. Oh my god.
Maintaining this much territory is certainly stressful. Fortunately, he's got the perfect adaptation to help. A heavy, though itchy, armored carapace. And one with a curious bonus.
He's scratching
this somewhat uncomfortable outer crust has a remarkable capacity to absorb trace metallic elements from the environment, and with a little friction, can create a powerful spark. So when this gym bro gets into a fight, he can do more than just smash things.
Oh my god!
Sparking his shell against the ground can, through sheer friction, create a potent burst of heat, usually leaving the shell smoking. But the fight won. Yet this especially rageful Ajarkhan is getting restless. It's been some time since he's faced a truly challenging opponent, and an Ajarkhan without a fight has no outlet for all its pent-up aggression. He's had enough. He's decided to venture towards the cave's deepest levels, where a truly alien and truly hostile ecosystem awaits. Deep in the abyssal caverns, water flows with bizarre and brilliant light. Bioluminescent microbes are the source of this glow, likely feeding off the cave's geothermal energy. And
probably.
Feeding off the microbes.
Oh, what are those little guys?
Landlight shrimp.
These
terrestrial crustaceans gather in abundance on the region's gaseous vents, the hair on their bodies collecting rich chemical particulates from the surrounding gas, which in turn attracts the microbes that the shrimp actually like to feed on. One way or another, getting a meal in the lower levels of the caves usually comes down to finding a way to feed off geothermal energy. And our loser, Rompopolo, has partnered with another of his kind to flush out bottom feeders that do just that. Underneath this natural tar pit are oysters that thrive on the hot chemical mixture.
Really?
All they have to do is flush them out.
Oh,
Injecting
smart.
gas into the ground using their tails, the Rompopolos send the oysters exploding to the surface. Delicious. And when gas is too much hassle, the Rompopolo can simply use its spade-like claws to dig up breakfast. Our Rompopolo might not be at the top of the food chain, but by sticking to his niche, he can always get a meal.
Yeah, smart.
Yet no species in the lower levels is as committed to sticking to their own niche as the exceptionally easygoing Gelidron. These hefty salamanders prefer the simple life, whether it be in glowing pools, steaming surface.
Hey, if you're simple and sustainable in biology, like in terms of your body, bro, you'll fucking make it. Have you seen like Triops? Triops, I'm pretty sure they're still around today. Literally have such a simple biology. Just a few eyes, and they're kind of built like a shrimp that has like armor, and they're literally just eating whatever. They're eating slop, whatever, bro. Like, it's such a simple like biology. I just can't, bro. They've lived on it since the prehistoric times. It's just hilarious.
Cisterns, or even a vat of oil. Indeed, there's really only one thing that motivates these semi-transparent cave dwellers into motion: finding the ideal place to sleep. Because not just any old resting place will do. For these Goldilocks salamanders, the perfect spot is assuredly out there. They just have to find it. For a species that spends most of its life sleeping, there can be no more worthy endeavor. Just right. Of course, there is one major drawback to such a lethargic lifestyle. It makes you a tempting target.
Of course.
The horrifying Kranodath.
Motherfucker, what am I looking at?
These vicious poachers have specialized heads that look as if...
You think? What are those?
They've been vivisected. In truth, these heads fold inwards, becoming hammer-like instruments of blunt force. A particularly sickening way of dispatching prey. And the Kranodath have no qualms about ambushing the relatively defenseless Gelidron. If anything, it's their favorite pastime. This feeding frenzy will not last. Soon,
oh my god.
They'll be hungry again. But out on the surface to hunt
They
Gelidron,
have literal built-in hammers. That's insane.
Even better, the adolescent Rompopolo. Why settle for a small target when a big one seems ripe for the taking? Yet remarkably, our outcast Rompopolo is putting up a serious fight, using his tail to take the pack out with precision accuracy. The Kranodath won't be bothering anyone anymore, and hopefully our Rompopolo got a much-needed confidence boost.
Yeah?
Other denizens of the caverns, however, are already brimming with overconfidence. Every deck has its wild card, and for the basin, that card is certainly the Gypceros. This young maverick has been carving out a niche in these caverns like she was born to them. Though not specifically adapted to this region, she's more than crafty enough to have made her home here. A rogue Rathian challenges her to a duel, but Gypceros don't believe in a fair fight. What they believe in is winning.
Fair.
Back into a corner, a Gypceros can sucker punch enemies by lashing out with their deceptively long, worm-like tail.
What the fuck?
Sucker punch enemies by lashing out with their deceptively long, worm-like tail. And if that fails, they have a backup method for fouling their opponents, spitting thick loogies of venom. Indeed, Gypceros produce so much venom, they will sometimes simply hawk up a globule. It can't be claimed they're well-mannered. And against this Rathian, there's one final trick she can pull of playing dead, but it appears that won't be necessary. She's bested the Rathian in an atypically fair duel. It seems she has a genuine desire to defend her new home. And it's not hard to imagine.
She did well.
The cave she's chosen to squat in is rich in glittering
minerals. My god!
Although whether this is a coincidental quirk of her habitat or something that drew her here like a dragon of old cannot be known for certain. These caverns hold many glimmering wonders. It's easy to understand why.
Oh, what are those? We saw those in the beginning.
Yet there are no sights in the depths quite as brilliant as the mysterious sparkler jellies. Ethereal creatures light enough to float in the air, sparkler jellies gathered together like wondrous constellations among the stalactites. Their brilliant patterns of bioluminescence seem like they could be a form of communication, but what on earth are these jellies saying to each other? While we may never truly know the answer, we can at least appreciate their gentle majesty. Though some light shows are dangerously deceptive. A blink angler. A skilled fisherman that lures in unsuspecting sparkler jellies using lights that mimic their natural luminance. All the blink angler has to do is wait with an open mouth. It would seem the jellies are doomed, yet amongst the helpless flock drifts a giant shepherd.
Oh, you look cool!
And stunningly luminescent peony sparkle jelly, the female of the species.
Dude, I don't see this. Someone explain this in the comments, because I'm not finna Google it. So you know, it's for you and me to interact with. Do any of you guys know why some animal species has traits like that, and where the female is literally just fucking huge compared to the male of the species? That's really curious.
Tiny beads of light within her are actually the colony's eggs.
Oh,
and
wow.
As she moves, she likely serves as the flock's guiding star in opposition to the angler's false luminance. In these hidden caves, light is both a weapon of war and a symbol of communion. But these are not the only species that do battle with light. In search of a worthy challenge, the Ajarikon has challenged the Gypceros, but by striking her crest like an anvil, she produces a dizzy...
Oh my god! Literally, bro. Flashbang out.
But by striking her crest like an anvil, she produces a dizzying burst of brightness. Not strong enough to seriously harm the Ajarikon, but enough to throw off his aim so that she can give him the slip. She's not looking for a new sparring partner. The Ajarikon will have to venture deeper. At the molten heart of the Oilwell
insane.
Basin,
The fact it can...
a monster so fireproof.
What the fuck?
Is but a sauna. This especially
you look cool.
Harpios has seldom been challenged in his lengthy rule.
What is he?
Colossal Gravios has seldom been challenged in his lengthy rule. Though not native to this ecosystem, this living tank has had little trouble establishing himself here. And every so often, he leaves his
gonna meet the other
to
guy?
Remind everyone exactly why he's the boss. When this walking fortress patrols the ecosystem, all who value their life know to swear fealty. But the Ajarikon never got that particular memo. And as far as he's concerned, this is an even fight. In combat, the Gravios isn't just big and heavy, it's also an exceptionally skilled fire breather, able to focus in...
Oh my god! It's literally got a melt gun Oh my god!
It's also an exceptionally skilled fire breather.
Boom! That's crazy.
Truly devastating results.
Holy shit!
And when fire breath isn't enough, the Gajios can vent excess flammable gas directly from its abdomen, cooking anything that gets too close. The effect is so potent, it leaves the exhausts on its back smoking. Most that fight the Gajios are instantly charboiled.
Bro!
But Ajarikon is nearly fireproof himself.
Oh boy!
When his armor heats up, it only makes him stronger. And though the Gajios is keeping up a near constant inferno, the Ajarikon is still standing and ready to go supernova.
Holy shit!
To cool things down, the Gajios decides to simply flatten the Ajarikon with a powerful roll. But the Ajarikon is still
oh my god, he's still swinging!
Against all odds, the
oh my god!
exhausted champion must flee, and the Ajarikon roars in victory. But with so much...
Bro won that! That's crazy! He actually won that! That's insane!
Much fire in a place with so much oil, it's no surprise.
These creatures are so cool, bro.
The entire ecosystem goes
up in flames. Yeah, fair.
The seasonal fire spring transforms the caverns into a burning hellhole.
Cool.
Fed in large part by ancient machinery kicking back into overdrive, it's no wonder why most species make themselves scarce when the fire spring arrives.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The Ajarikon and the Gajios are giving a wide berth to the actual apex predator that
what the fuck is that?
The new Udra is a gelatinous giant.
Ew.
Its entire...
What?
The new Udra is a gelatinous giant. Its entire octopus-like body...
Brother, you are disgusting.
But coating the creature will ignite into a maelstrom of flame when truly threatened. While burning, using a specialized siphon, the new Udra can, like a living flamethrower, jet a torrent of oil at its attackers.
Wow.
The sheer output of heat is downright shocking. What's more, the new Udra's body is horrifyingly flexible, allowing it to appear in unexpected places by squeezing into tiny cracks. To cross this burning specter means certain death. And yet, against all reason, our outcast Rompopolo has decided to challenge the new Udra.
Why?
He clearly found his courage indeed. Out of practice with direct battles, the new Udra rears up to its full height. It is swiftly poked in the soft underbelly.
Oh my god.
In what is perhaps the single largest upset we've observed, the new Udra decides it just isn't worth it, retreating back to defend its home in the caverns.
Bro won! What the fuck?
Why this
that's crazy. That is insane.
Becomes clear upon a visit
to
its
these
nest.
I can't.
These vine-like
these ecosystems and how they look are amazing, bro. Holy shit!
Structures hanging from the ceiling are in fact thousands of new Udra eggs.
Oh.
It's little wonder the creature was so cautious, with so many babies on the line. During the heat of the fire spring, these eggs cannot hatch, but upon the next calm morning, the air is full of floating new Udra babies.
Wow.
These infant cephalopods drift slowly upon currents of air, illuminating the hatchery like 1,000 miniature stars. While not all will reach
Can we
adulthood,
domesticate them?
For now, they are young, the world is gentle, and they have each other. It's a subtle reminder that even the most menacing species have hidden beauties. The same could be said for the basin itself, for despite this ecosystem's hostility, a unique group of humans have made intriguing lives here, ingeniously repurposing ancient technology for their own use.
Smart.
During my brief stay with them, I learned the frigid ecosystem to the north has far stranger technology that permanently levitates islands of rock and is home to terrors beyond imagining.
Oh, hell no.
But such a place might have further answers regarding the lost civilization.
Okay, you know what? Fine.
So I'll be setting off again.
Sure.
Rest.
Fair enough, man.
A land
what is this place?
May seem completely uninhabitable.
Yeah.
Especially if that land is built atop precarious, floating ruins. Yet even in the face of impossibility,
what the
life finds
fuck?
astonishing new avenues of adaptation. Gliding through this vertical ecosystem is an agile Hiabami, using wind-catching membranes on her neck to gain sufficient lift. While exceptional gliders, the Hiabami cannot actually fly, which means that every leap between islands is an extraordinary leap of faith. Yet this Hiabami knows exactly which island
it's literally just
to find
parachuting.
food or glacial fresh water. There's no better way to navigate these islands. The skies belong to the Hiabami. Yet in terms of sheer numbers,
so
the
cool,
ground of
so
these
cool.
ice shard cliffs belong to the Rafma. These horned herbivores typically travel in large herds, but something
Look
has
at their
thinned
horns.
this group out. They are being systematically hunted by a pack of carnivorous polar monkeys. Two smaller
these are the most
blangos
normal
have
ones.
partnered up
Oh
with an
god,
alpha
never mind.
blanganga
One of them
to
is
trail
fucking
the Rafma
huge.
with cold efficiency. In a fight, they're brutal. The blanganga quick to go on the offensive, able to unleash a natural coolant in their breath to wreak frost-bitten havoc upon prey. These are not the pottering Congalala of
Holy
the Scarlet
shit.
Forest. A blanganga unit is efficient and merciless. The Rafma are understandably nervous. The troop is almost upon them. But they have one final trick up their sleeve.
Do the
A leap
thing.
so impressive, it borders on the miraculous. Their
Raw.
pursuers can't follow. Yet one Rafma has stayed behind to give the troop a taste of their own
No way.
medicine. This Rafma's horn has a powerful electric charge
Oh my-
with a serious sting. It may be
Okay,
some
cool,
time
cool, cool,
before
cool,
the
cool.
herd is bothered again. To survive these icy ruins,
I thought it was
one
gonna
must endure
shoot that shit out. That would have been cold, but that would been awesome. Holy shit. Again, the like I know obviously it's not like super worked on like the animations, but god, it's just so cool, man.
not only predators, but extreme drops in temperature. The unsettling Kamachi cling to
What the
life by
fuck are
staying
those?
sheltered and feeding on warm bodies. Yet what's perhaps
Ugh.
most worrying about the Kamachi is the very fact that an insect can survive here. It's enough
Right.
to make one wonder.
Ew, I
what
don't
else
like
might have
it.
found a way to adapt.
Are those webs?
A body suspended in a sticky web. The leavings of the cliff's
Ah,
resident
yeah, no.
serial butcher, the Nursilla.
Ugh!
Arachnid has managed to endure the glacial temperatures by wearing a cloak of stolen skin. The hide of
Ew!
some unlucky Gypceros that came
Oh,
here
its
in
movement
search of
is
food.
so well made. I
The
don't like
hide of
that.
some unlucky Gypceros that came here in search of food. In addition,
Oh
the
my
Nursilla
god.
has the uncommonly disturbing habit of stringing up victims so that their children can always have a snack.
Yeah,
This
no.
spider has produced a monstrous brood. One shudders to imagine what the future of these cliffs might look like. It's a difficult time.
Nah,
to be
that
a
was
coward.
horrifying.
Unfortunately, this is the label that undeniably fits the poofy-headed porky plumes. This familial herd
Do
will
these
go on
guys have-
alert at the first sign of trouble, rattling the spines on their heads
Oh
in
my
a
god.
frightened attempt to ward off any who approach,
Are those
regardless
porcupine
of the
type-
actual danger. Those spikes might look like they pack a punch, but they're mostly just
Are
for
you
show.
serious,
So when
bruh?
things look genuinely troubling, these porky plumes will immediately book it out of there. It's not the
Bruh.
bravest existence,
Well, yeah, come on
but
now.
it has kept them alive.
Hey, fair enough.
For there are exceptional dangers here. The leader of the Blangos has been acting even more aggressively than usual. He's been infected with the terrifying frenzy pathogen,
Oh
and
boy.
it's caused him to start dangerous battles. Your average Blanganga would be in trouble challenging a Hiabami, but the virus has changed him. He
Oh
could-
my! We need to pause on that. Oh my god. No, I take it back. I take it back. This shit is well animated. I take it back, bro. I take it all back. Oh my god.
challenging a Hiabami,
He
but
grabbed
the
him
virus
up.
has changed him.
Ah!
He hurls a Hiabami in a vicious suplex.
Holy
He won
shit.
the battle, but his body will soon break down, and the Blangos will be on their own. What could be the root of such a destructive
what
end?
happened?
A Gore Maggala has infected the Ice Shard Cliffs. Like the Reaper's Shroud, its cloak-like wings release dark particles that infect all that breathe them in. The Gore Maggala is not native to this region, but this invasive species may have sufficient strength to wipe it out. Though lacking any organs capable of sight, through scattering its sickening particulates, the Maggala can sense all surrounding prey. This living blight will annihilate an entire ecosystem just so it may feed on the remnants. Like antibodies fighting a disease, the entire biosphere seems at war with this horror, but it may not be enough.
Oh god!
No force in nature can challenge a Gore Maggala. Yet as an interloper, the Maggala is not the true apex of this ecosystem. And the unparalleled Jin-Dahad has come to refresh the Maggala's memory.
That is not the guy I saw.
Of cold
oh my god.
At the peak of the Frostwind storms. Its entire body
it's a fridge.
system of ridge-like cooling organs able to produce icy discharge. But these organs serve as more than just aura-enhancing fog machines. They also allow the Jin-Dahad to unleash explosive bursts of coolant, without its body becoming under or overheated. It's so effective at regulating temperature, it can even use frost to stick to walls. That's insane. The storm. And upon the Jin-Dahad's arrival, the Gore Maggala is suddenly nowhere to be found. It would seem a savior can come in many forms. The sun rises on an ecosystem saved from annihilation.
This is an insane ecosystem, though.
To learning the truth of these ruins. Yet one corner of the Ice Shard Cliffs seems notably green. Visible only on clear days, these peaks of accord are a remarkable oasis of warmth and hide a spectacular paradise. The impossible sanctuary of Sucha.
Oh, that's
Here,
cool.
Mysterious beings relax in the
are these birds,
sunlight, the land providing everything they need. And such a bounteous harvest supports not only themselves, but the perfectly round, downy crakes.
Downy crakes.
So much to go around, some crake parents have grown to astonishing
Holy
sizes,
shit.
towering over their hatchlings like plump little mountains. This uniquely docile species has lived here so long, they seem to have forgotten all fear of predators. One even made itself at home on my supplies. The beings that tend this veritable Garden of Eden are Wyverians. Though superficially similar to humans, their pointed ears and digitigrade feet mark them as a unique species, as do their several millennia-long lifespans. The eldest among them remembers the mysterious civilization at its peak, and warns me the cause of its downfall was the result of a single monster. The perilous heart of this derelict civilization is not far from the cliffs. The temptation to set down my
is a nice build-up, holy shit.
Indefinitely is overwhelming. There's even a little pig here with a frog sitting on its head. I mean,
nah, that's jokes, that's
come
cute.
on. But discovery cannot be postponed, and the greatest ecosystem of all still lies ahead.
Here we go. Oh my god!
There is no natural environment that could rival the ruins of old Wyveria.
Oh, look at those structures!
This capital city is nothing short of an ecosystem.
This is breathtaking, bro.
In the shadow of the towers, unnaturally large trees grow towards the remaining sun. Yet the astonishing plants of this ecosystem do not feed on just sunlight. They've learned to feed on ancient stores of Wyverian energy that still flow through the capital, transmuting this ecosystem into something never before seen in nature. And it's not just plants.
Oh no! Oh, we've seen this guy in the intro.
Vulgar Angenath crackles with Wyverian energy. Angenath are native to the ancient forest far from these lands, and in the wild use their large dorsal sails to regulate body temperature. But here in the ruins of Wyveria, these sails act as localized superconductors. By absorbing energy distributed through the root network, the Angenath has transformed itself into a veritable dragon, becoming nigh unstoppable.
Holy shit.
Indeed, there are signs this is more than a natural creature, but an
What's that behind him?
bioweapon the people of Wyveria used against their enemies. If this is the case, we have left the realm of nature and entered a terrifying new, heightened plane. One might certainly expect the Angenath to go unchallenged, but there are equal titans here.
What is that?
Guardian Rathalos has come to conquer. A far cry from the measured royal parents we glimpsed in other ecosystems. Guardian Rathalos produce a near constant torrent of ambient flame, and are so aggressive they won't hesitate to turn their fire on members of their own species. They live for combat. And this especially vicious tyrant has found the Angenath. This will be a fight unlike any we've yet seen. Both species are powered up to the extreme. The Rathalos has its fire, but the Angenath has its raw Wyverian discharge.
Ooh.
The sheer amount of energy that is exchanged in this battle make it less a dispute over territory and more a collision between gods. Back into a corner, the Angenath goes nuclear and releases an astonishing shockwave. It is now clear to the Rathalos it cannot win with just firepower. But the Rathalos is not some one-trick pony. If its fiery breath can't penetrate the Angenath's hide, it will simply grab the offender and with its unnatural strength, hurl it into the dust. The ecosystem shaking fight is over.
It's okay.
At long last, the
Jesus
Angenath
Christ.
retreats, heading towards the lower levels of the capital. Beneath the upper ruins are caverns filled with artificial egg sacs. It is from these that the engineered predators are hatched. This is an unnatural
it really is.
with unnatural dangers. Case in point, the Guardian Sacred. These lithe pack hunters are not the loyal steeds we're familiar with. They've been re-engineered for a single purpose: combat. Navigating this environment with alarming speed, Guardian Sacreds can descend in an instant. There is nowhere to hide. That is completely safe. Their bodies glisten with stores of Wyverian energy, proof of their altered physiology. There is nothing
that crazy
they won't try to hunt. The secret pack converges on a Guardian Doshaguma, charging in without fear for a devastating first blow. But this Doshaguma has tricks of its own. Its body too can channel bursts of Wyverian energy, enough to give the unsuspecting Sacred more than they bargained for. Sacred have their own form of unnatural discharge, but next to the Doshaguma, it just isn't going to cut it.
Nope, it's
Even
really
the
not.
most synchronized group should know its limits.
Oh my god.
With an ecosystem this overflowing with energy, clashes are inevitable.
Of course.
At night, the sheer abundance of
That shit's
energy
pretty
becomes
wow.
apparent when plants emit a luminous display.
Look at that.
Each leaf
Holy
is
shit.
emitting so much dazzling light, it would be hopelessly wasteful in an ordinary ecosystem. But fueled by the seemingly limitless supply of Wyverian power, there is no need for plants to hold back. In the dimness, one can see the very roots pulsing with quiet vitality. It's no wonder this land breeds giants. Well, mostly giants.
Who is bro?
These tiny gawkies have the same survival strategy of the Mimiphyta in the Scarlet Forest.
But why? There's no bugs
by
there.
Balancing on their tails and staying perfectly quiet. At dawn, they can be seen creeping about.
What do you guys
not
eat?
Everyone in Wyveria is a Goliath. Then again, Goliath is a relative term. This guardian ebony Odogaron isn't quite as large as the other colossi that roam here. But
nah, you're glowing with a strange energy, bro.
Side for most ecosystems. And with a steady diet of Wyverian energy, the Odogaron can punch well above its weight class. The Angenath is bigger and more volatile than this new challenger, but the Odogaron's precision is not to be trifled with. It wins the day. Not a bad performance for a relative featherweight.
Holy shit.
Next to the Angenath, this strange octopus seems like it won't be any trouble, but a quick spear through the Odogaron's midsection dispels this notion. This tentacled horror is the Jay Wu. a creature who can quickly harden its secretions into spear-like gold.
That's insane!
And unlike nearly every monster in this
no, that's
ecosystem,
cool.
This is a natural nightmare. A creature that has carved out a niche preying on engineered guardians. A more dangerous foe is scarcely imaginable. Yet the Jewu is not the monster
that's cool.
that caused Wyveria's fall. Clues to the identity of this final adversary may lie deeper underground. Far beneath the endlessly clashing behemoths lies a hidden human village.
Oh, wow.
This long uncontacted group has kept watch over the flow of Wyveria's energy for generations, thanklessly living and dying to contain the dangerous remnants of a civilization long vanished. As descendants of Wyveria's secret knowledge keepers, they have answers as to the final monster's identity, and where to find it.
Oh god.
In the most central chamber of Wyveria's heart, the Dragon Torch Shrine produces a theoretically limitless output of energy. And feeding off that energy is a fallen Archangel. A life form so powerful, it's difficult to even make sense of. The ultimate engineered weapon that turned against its creators, the downright unholy Zoshia. This pale deity has a body encased in a crystallized form of Wyverian energy, but beneath this white coat, its form mutates into a roiling black mass of raw
that's
fiery
cool.
destruction, with a total destructive output
Oh my
that is
god!
truly apocalyptic. Its very existence the cause of Wyveria's downfall all those eons ago. But this living tempest is responsible for far more than annihilating a civilization long forgotten. Its never-ending apocalyptic discharge has altered the very atmosphere because of the weather patterns that ravage each previously visited ecosystem being thrown out of balance. Though once carefully controlled by Wyveria, each weather pattern has been exacerbated by the Zoashia's energy absorption.
I see.
In a very real way. Every top predator we've encountered, and even every lesser creature, has in some way or another been forced to adapt because of the actions of this
insane
life form. Yet is this truly the fault of the Zoashia? We cannot know what this creature was before it was transmuted into a living doomsday weapon, but its anatomy suggests it may have been a species of elder dragon. Now twisted beyond recognition, it is perhaps no surprise all this creature desires is destruction. The Zoshia is the ultimate sin of Wyveria.
Oh god.
A secret that must remain buried beneath the capital. Yet in a different forgotten chamber of birthing pods, an unexpected final revelation is waiting. It's a young Arkfeld, one of the few monsters whose natural powers nears that of the Zoashia. And though long thought to be extinct, it seems life, as always, found a way to endure. Over the coming weeks, this remarkable survivor will strike out to all corners of the land for the first time in centuries, trying to find a home in a world much changed.
You look
the
cool.
Arkfeld will certainly have an effect on each ecosystem it visits,
I don't doubt
tries
that.
to determine where it fits into the food web after a long holiday. Though young, the Arkfeld's wings have chain-like protrusions that can stun attackers into surrender.
Oh my god.
Create powerful bursts of energy. But on the whole, this newcomer is not seeking to cause trouble, but is merely curious. This is an organic, non-engineered creature, and while the needs of a predator mean it must of course hunt for food, it does not do so out of cruelty. Many new experiences await this newborn Arkfeld, as it discovers that some species will try and take you on no matter how blatantly obvious the size differential. Unsurprisingly, this will once again not be a successful hunt for our old friends the Taloth.
Oh my god.
The Arkfeld, their teeth are only a light tickle, but it does seem they've finally gotten the hang of attacking in a group.
At least,
The reintroduction will change all ecosystems in extraordinary new ways. Many old friends will have to shift their patterns to avoid it, or get a lesson in humility. The Arkfeld may be a monster, but in the end, what truly is a monster? After all we've observed, can we say that even the most vicious monster is only a villain, only a terror? Or do all creatures, regardless of their monstrous status, have something profound to offer their environment?
I mean,
it's a question I ponder.
Oh wait, this is beautiful. Oh my god.
In a hidden valley in the Suja Peaks. Not far from the first gathering area in these wonderful mountains, the terrain opens up into a breathtaking grand hub. This region is no less abundant than the bordering village, and is a gathering place where researchers and explorers of all stripes come to trade their knowledge. It's a fitting
Dude, this
place
is an
to reflect on the
amazing
mysteries of
presentation.
this land, for the very valley is formed from the remains of an unidentified colossal skeleton. A creature that in life must have been so large, it may have been the single most titanic
Oh
thing
yeah,
to
holy
have
shit,
ever
I just
walked
realized.
this world.
That's a
Its
skeleton.
presence here is proof that no matter how many mysteries one solves, there will always be others. We've learned more about the hidden intricacies of this world than one might think possible.
Oh my
Ventured
god.
from the most arid desert to the most teeming jungle, the deepest caves to the coldest heights, and even glimpsed an ecosystem that goes beyond the natural world. And yet there's always more out there, waiting to be explored. But for now, we can rest with certainty that even
Amazing,
in an
bro.
ecosystem of monsters, life is always more than meets the eye.
My audio just cut out. I
Whew.
think.
Okay, but you know what might be
Okay.
a true monster? Filming and editing this video.
Okay,
This
bro.
Special
No, I can't lie. He's right. He's right. He's right.
throwback episode was a lot of fun, but also took so long, involved
I bet.
so many technical difficulties, that I would love for you to see the full documentary in its native uncompressed resolution and without ad interruptions and with extra licensed music.
What
but
the fuck?
I literally cannot upload such a video here.
Oh yeah, no.
On Nebula, however, it's waiting for you right now. And so are multiple exclusive videos I'm very proud of, and regular Curious Archive episodes, but all dropping 24 hours early, and again, completely ad-free. Everyone likes free stuff. Nebula isn't free, but it is $3 a month if you use my link on screen or in the description to get 40% off.
That's not
an
much, that's
annual
pretty good.
sign-up. And it's because of my wonderful Nebula supporters that I'm able to keep uploading videos here for you to enjoy. So if you like my videos, or even if you found this documentary sort of entertaining, there is no better way to show your support than by signing up. And I am not the only person releasing exciting stuff on Nebula. Hundreds of creators are making their own exclusive videos. Bobby Broccoli just released a full mind-bending documentary on scientific fraud that's it's just so fancy and well-produced. I'd seriously recommend it. We're also still dropping new episodes of our show Abolish Everything, about comedians complaining about pet peeves that is still consistently hilarious. And
Nah,
as
that's
usual,
jokes.
If you want to share these videos with friends or family, you can do so easily with week-long Nebula guest
I like it.
passes.
It's like a
Everyone
media platform that isn't YouTube.
just gets those
And that's
no
always
hassle
good.
required. Again,
Nice.
you can get all this at 40% off using my link on screen or in the description. And seriously, no matter who you are, I can't thank all of you enough for your continued support.
Fair.
Oh, and as always, thanks
Of course,
for watching.
yeah. Oh, I
If you
really like
enjoyed
this
this
shit. Hold
entry,
on.
consider
Oh god, I
lending your
forgot.
support by liking, subscribing, and
Of
hitting
course,
the
yeah,
notification
yeah.
icon to stay up to date on all things curious. See you
I won't do the notification bell, but I just got too many
in the
notifications.
next video.
Anyway, oh my god, that was fucking amazing, bro. I'm always so curious with like the biology stuff that happens down in this. Well, I mean, it didn't really delve into the biology stuff, you know, like the meat, like the meat of the bone, you know, like this stuff, because this biology of Subnautica actually explains like what's going on, how are they doing what they're doing. But still, that was a pleasant watch, bro. Although on that note, right, on that question, what is like a monster in terms of like well, in that term, what can you really call a monster in a world such as Monster Hunter? Well, I mean, it's in the name, so I suppose. But if we're trying to be nitpicky here, I would say, the creature he said, right? The sin of whatever that place was, that abandoned place, the one that's like extremely, really fucking powerful. I'd say that's a monster, but not out of its own choice. It's not like it's. Oh my god. Sorry, it's late in the night and I'm recording this. It's not like it's doing it by choice, but nonetheless, it's still causing a lot of problems. But hey, that's the city's fault, bro. That's the city's fault. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Well, it's not. Well, I already completed the video. No shit. That was great. Holy shit, man. I just can't. It's so well made. The cuts, the segments, the narration, all of it was just an hour and 10 minutes of great editing and great narration, great observations. Dude, it's awesome, man. And the monsters, here's the thing. I'm not a fan I'm not a crazy fan of just looking at monsters, right? But I'm such a fan of looking at how they work, Like, look at this creature. Okay, we've never seen this in real life. How does it work? It's always just so cool to look at that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. It has been absolutely pleasant to watch this with you guys. I hope you did enjoy a more casual video that honestly is out of my usual types of videos, Usually my videos are like either reacting to Reddit stuff or that recent video I made where it's the Flash, and I'm gonna continue that probably after this video, right? But still, it's just so crazy, man. I just and I know that. Listen, right? For people who have made it to the end, you know, I'm just kind of playing around with what I can do on my channel and the stuff I can, you know, post. And it's not like I have a community that gives super super big feedback that I can work with. Although shout outs to that one commenter, they did. Sorry, my cat is using their scratch board. They did say that oh, your mic is speaking, or your mic is booming. You get me. That feedback I appreciate, right? Ever since I've had my mic, even in this video, I've had my mic a little farther and a little more higher, so my breath isn't hitting you like this, like it is right now when I put the camera. Well, not the camera. When when I put the mic near my mouth. But without that, you get this cleaner sound, even if my mic is kind of shit, right? So that's great feedback. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Okay, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. See ya. Oh god, I've got this scared face this whole time. I didn't realize. Holy shit. Whoops. Oh, Jesus.